Welcome back to another episode of the Love Jones Experiment Show, the podcast. I'm so freaking excited, one of my favorite hip hop artists performing live, the first ever studio session. Skinee G about to bless the mic for us. Here he is.
Ain't no one else do it like you. I promise you that shit ain't no rebel. You got the title and I be losing it. Yeah, I need your touch. I need your feelings out in the open. But we concealing it be hard to downplay. Cause I'm ready and I'm willing. All the shit that I don't say. Girl, you got me in my feelings. Yeah, I need your touch. I need your feelings. Yeah, out in the open. But we concealing it be hard to downplay. Cause I'm ready and I'm willing. All the shit that I don't say. Girl, you got me in my feelings. Yeah. It be hard to hide the truth when you're in the mix of where the girl as fine as you, baby. Ask for censorship and normally I could do, but I'm having issues with that choice. If I could choose, I'm like, let them know. Fuck it, just let them know. It ain't gonna interrupt, but we trust has been etched in stone. Covered from head to toe, team up and we set to go. I know haters hate to see us coming. Might catch a cold, I've been all about you since young. Had an aura about you with them. Can't really say that which taught me along the way, that's important. Falling for them was never really your thought. I've been ready to make you mine if you're ready to say I'm yours. Yeah. Love from you. Love from you and no one else do it like you. I promise you that shit. You hold the bell, you got the title and I be losing it. Yeah. Love from you. Love from you and no one else do it like you. I promise you that shit. You hold the bell, you got the title and I be losing it. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Love Jones Experiment podcast. Give it up for Skinee G, who just performed Craving Love.
Killed that.
New single.
Thank you.
Listen, I love it.
Thank
I
you.
think it was dope, man. What was the inspiration for that song?
I don't know. It might just be where I think this might be just going through the motions right now. So it's like I didn't have it like specifically in mind just for like, oh, what I'm going through. But I think sometimes you go through seasons where you might be more in your bag or talking about like in your love bag, or you might just be not like single and just like, I don't really want, the music might change. So it's all just what season you in.
So listen, so I knew you for years.
Yeah.
And I know how your grind becoming this, I say you're an amazing artist. The lyrics that I like, and I'm an R&B dude, but I rocks with your music because it resonates with you, right? We'll put two and two together. All right? So you know one of my songs, I love Thank You, Baby. Check that out on Spotify.
Yeah, Thank You, Baby.
And I had you tap in at one of the shows. That was funny. But Baddies I Lost.
Baddies That I
So you
Lost.
got Baddies I Lost, you got Craving Love.
Yeah.
There gotta be some correlation between that.
I just think I'm good at talk. I think I'm good in that bag of just talking to, whether it's talking to the ladies on either which way. Like Baddies I Lost, definitely Baddies That I Lost is definitely like, hey, I just want to let y'all know it came from a point, like it came from just when it's all said and done, it's like I want to talk to everybody.
So I'm a writer, right? So we all writers up here.
OP.
Yeah.
Okay. She's a poet. She's an amazing poet.
Word.
You go back, y'all check out episode 2. She's spitting that real shit.
Yeah, I need to see that. I need to see that. For real.
So what the object? So Craving Love, this new song, right? Mm-hmm. Is it part of an album that you're doing right now?
Yes, that's gonna be like our first lead off single.
Do you have for the audience? You have like a release area, not because every time we always try to put approximate dates. You have a release time that you're trying to release, like your project is?
For the project, that's gonna be. I don't have an actual date, but that's gonna be dropped this year.
Okay.
Probably more into the fall because I want to line everything up.
Okay.
But we've been working for some time now. Like I think it's been a while since people heard like a full project from just solely me. Mm-hmm. So this is my I got it all set up. I just want to fine tune it.
Yeah, because and we was talking earlier off camera. I was actually listening to 16 16 sessions,
yeah.
which I thought was amazing. Lyrically, the bars, everything. I listened to the what's the album with Jamar
Rashad, Miss Me Yet.
Yes, I like that. I love that. I actually listened to it twice, and before I came here, just kind of refresh. I'll listen to it again. What I like, and you're gonna check this out too, so we're gonna talk about this again.
Yeah.
But I like the flow that you have, the cadence that you have, and I wanted we were off camera. I wanted to ask you this question. If you say, I'm gonna give you my answer.
Right.
Who would you say influenced you in terms of cadence and flow? And then I'm gonna tell you what I think when I listen to it. And I want to see if we actually was jiving.
So one of my favorite rappers is Nas.
Okay.
One of my favorite rappers is Nas. With Nas, that whole, camp, everything, I think I can't really pinpoint flow. I get told that I sound like AZ. But
you know what? I can see that. I didn't think about it, but I can see that.
But these is people I listen to. I didn't know, it's not like I sat back. I'm a student of hip hop. Like that's just how I love hip hop to that point.
Yeah.
I listened to a lot growing up. I didn't say, okay, let me get a pen and pad and start mimicking it. It just ended up happening that when I decided, I never wanted to play with rapping, especially growing up, everybody was doing it. So I said, I didn't want to be a rapper because everybody doing it, I did not want to be that guy. But when I said, if I was to do it, I'm gonna take it serious. And then one day I just end up pinning some stuff around the neighborhood. We was just playing around, and they was like, and I end up rapping. But it was just because it was something it
was in you already.
It was just in me, yeah. But I can't really name.
So somebody for me, this is what I hear. I hear Fab and Lloyd Banks. I don't know what it is. So right.
Favorite.
And I'm listening to the Canada. I'm like, yo, I love it. But then I went back before I came here. I played On Fire.
I was on fire.
On Fire.
So and I'm like,
yeah, but they both is wordsmiths. So they wordsmiths who could just go in, but they also was able to convert, to be able to smooth, to make it digestible for people. They'll still have the punchline on some smooth shit. Yeah. So that's what I like. Fab is one of my favorites. Yeah. So I got my top, your top rappers.
We'll get into that.
That's your favorite.
Remember I told you.
Fab is
I said I know what I'm gonna ask you. So I don't want you to go too far ahead. We're gonna go to that.
Yeah.
But I'm listening, and then I'm thinking, all right, I would like to hear you on the instrumental of the On Fire beat.
On Fire.
Smoke. Make sure you make that happen. Make sure that happen.
On Fire.
Listen, that's a Love Jones Experience request.
He styled on Fire.
Yeah, he killed it. So I'm I heard that, and I'm listening to Lloyd Banks, and I'm listening to you. I was like, yo, they have an amazing cadence. So going back to when you was writing in the community and things like that, do you remember your first 8 bars that you ever wrote?
Ooh. I don't remember it verbatim. I knew it was
if you could give me 4 bars.
I knew it was something like Ash Ketchum off of the Pikachu joint. Because his ass back and something like that. I remember it was off that, but it wasn't. I was young.
How old were you when you started to realize this talent you had?
We're not trying to tell all his age, because then.
Well, no, I didn't say how old you are.
If we tell his age, we gotta tell our age. I don't want to tell our age.
That's all right. I just want to know. At what point did you feel like you said, I got something?
That I felt like I got something.
Yeah.
I was writing when I was young.
Yeah.
Just me in the crib. Yeah. Never wanted to I wasn't doing it with a purpose.
Right, I get that.
So that's where I came up with my little Ash Ketchum Pokemon joint.
Yeah.
But it was probably I started right around maybe high school. You're 16, 17. I was doing that at home. And then probably right after that was when I got comfortable to be outside.
When was when you was like, all right, I'm going to put a song together. I'm going to go in the studio. Because I was listening to, I know, the 16 Session or another song, maybe not that one, back in 2014. Yeah. Did you have a song? Listen, come on, man. Listen, I'm real with this shit right here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
I'm going to go back.
Yeah.
Was there anything prior to that, or was that one of your first music that you actually put together?
It was one of my young boys, one of my boys. His name was Young Scrap. We gave him his name and everything. He's from my neighbor. He's around my neighborhood, and he wanted to rap.
Okay.
And like I said, I didn't want to rap, but he would always, because he was younger than me, I would give him pointers.
Okay.
So one day he's like, oh, you keep on giving me all these pointers. Why don't you rap? and so what we ended up, he would always go into, like, I'll just be there on some support, going to the studio with him, tell him things. And then one day he was like, why don't you rap? And he ended up tossing me a song, and we get onto the studio, and that's where I end up, like, my first debut was probably on a song with him.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So when you rapping, I know us as poets, we always find some sort of inspiration. Like if I'm writing Hopeless Romantic, check it out, Amazon. But when we're writing, right? Sometimes for me, it might. And I'm not a rapper, I'm a poet, and I say it's two different things because it really is two different things. I can freestyle probably 8 bars. I can't do what y'all do, and I say that because I hold hip hop artists in a higher level. It's like when you hear poets, their cadence is different. What they talk about could be similar. I might talk about something like a comment or things like that. Or you can break it down to something that Jay or Drake or something may talk. What type of inspiration that you have, or when you say, all right, I like this bar, or is it like all the time that your brain is always on to like writing something down or spitting some lyrics? And if you do you freestyle first and then write it down, or you just like sit, listen to a beat and then write it down?
I get inspired by like greatness.
Okay.
I'll double back. Like when say you catch Writer's Block.
Yeah.
That's
hard to get. That's hard to come from.
It takes somebody doing something great that I look like. Say if somebody jump on a Bars on 95, or I'll go listen to an old, say a J Free, like something where say Control or something where they was doing something amazing, and that's what would get me back in my bag of wanting to pull that out in me. So that's where I'm able to find. I get inspiration off of greatness.
Okay.
Now, what was the other part, the second half to your question? What was that?
I don't forgot. I was just drinking.
My fault. There was a second part.
There was a second part.
Inspiration, and then
yes,
I forgot.
How do I?
You listen.
Because I listened to his response.
You're supposed to like be my yin to yang.
Now that's my fault.
If I mess, no, it's her fault.
I answered the first question, and then was like, I'm gonna get to that second one, but I just gotta answer.
The main fault is he didn't write it down.
In my head, I was like, yeah.
But the second part is, where do you? All right. Scratch that. When you get writer's block, you got the greatness part, right?
Oh, I'm my fault. I found the answer. I remember the second part. So,
hey,
you asked me.
Keep that. That was funny.
Yeah. You asked me if I freestyle or
write it down. Yeah.
So, truthfully, I feel like instrumentals and beats really guide me.
Okay.
A beat has a mood to it. I could sit there and write. I could sit there and write freehand, but I think the sound of an instrumental really could take me on a journey.
Okay.
So you could have a beat that might be like sad or calming, and it puts you in the mood, so now I know where I'm about to take this one. Or you can have something upbeat, and I'm like, now it's just my creativity that says, oh, this is for the club, or this is for this, or like, oh, I know how I'm gonna go at this. So the beat lets me know, and I just use my creativity, like let my mind go.
So I'm gonna piggyback off the greatness line that you said. Where you get the greatness from? I was we talked about Michael Jackson movie in episode 1, right?
The one that just dropped.
Yeah. So I was watching a clip, and it was asking Michael about dancing, and Michael says, "You got to become the beat." And he was like, he said, "You're the embodiment of a drum." Then he started freestyling his dancing, moving.
Yeah. Effortlessly.
Yes,
he did that.
You seen that?
Yeah.
As a hip hop artist, and you mentioned your writing, do you feel like you have to become that beat, that hook, like that sound when you're writing, and then that cadence comes? Because I know when I hear "Thank you, baby," and then I hear the beat in the background mimicking that line that you said.
I feel like the way I look at beats and stuff, if it's, to me, if it already make you nod your head, like boom, boom, that's like the essence of it. So it already give you that, but it's my job to finish that portrait off.
Yes.
You get me?
Yeah.
So like that's how I feel like that's where I don't know how it's gonna end, or I might see the ending, but I got to figure out a way to make this complete.
That's what's so magical about music, instruments, and then your voice, right? And you marry it,
Right.
and then it just makes these beautiful baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's amazing. You know what I mean? When you put a beat together, you put someone's lyrics together, and then you make this. That's poets. I don't listen to a song. I don't listen to say, oh, I'm gonna write this poem over this beat. I write my words, and then I like, okay, if I want to put something behind it.
Right.
You guys actually, you sometimes you hear the music, and you're like, and then it inspires you to write something to that.
Yeah.
And it's just this marriage. You know what I mean?
I make some beautiful
Hey,
babies.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I make some beautiful babies.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So sometimes I think if I would say, like when I first started, I used to just jot notes down, like acapella. I'll sit at home when I don't be writing for a while. I start with just like, hey, it's just me in my room. Let me start, or I just pull up somewhere and go off of just say 2 bars, and I try to add to it. I might not get to 16 but I know I start writing little jots down. My phone is full of little memos of just quick thoughts.
That's
Did anybody ever teach you, like you hear 50? I'm a fan of 50. You go 50.
Yeah.
And he was like, Jam Master Jay helped me write 16. Did anybody help you learn how to write music?
When I first say that 2014, when I first started rapping, I was raw.
Okay.
But I feel like I was probably not I was my best. I think I'm polished now. I think I was, when you young and you just don't know nothing about 16, you just going.
Yeah.
Especially when, as an MC or as a rapper, when you that young and you don't know nothing about bars and breaking bridges down. I was punchline, like I probably, because of my influences, say a Fab or a Lloyd Banks, you just going and you just trying to find creative ways. Somebody once, one of my first engineers who I used to be around, he was like, hey, listen, you probably need a chorus. You got to count the bars. So they tried to teach me, like, hey, yo, it goes da da da. I didn't know what it was.
I'll be honest, like, I don't. When I hear rappers, I don't know how, as a writer poet, I don't know how to count bars. Like so when we get in the studio, you got to show me how to write bars. Okay?
Yeah.
So I want to, if you allow me, we gonna come to one of your studio sessions.
Yes,
I want to check it out. Like
yes.
I think the process, even in like being here, Upper Room Studios, shout
You
out
hear
Upper
that,
Room Studios. I think I will come.
That's a fact.
I like it because I'm always intrigued by listening to like music. So like if I come in the studio and I hear the live artist playing, but I've never been to the studio when I'm watching the hip hop artists perform. So I'm gonna come and check it out.
That, honestly, you got an open door, and I'll make sure I reach out because I think I need more of that. It's a lot of, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of my process, I like intimate scenes.
That's dope.
So a lot of the times where I do get locked in, it's just me and my engineer.
Yeah.
I want the thing about it is that a lot of people that I really rock with, or just people that are rooting me on, you wanna involve other people, so you want to make them feel like they're part of your process.
When you're doing your collaborations, I always hear. I don't know too much about how hip hop collaborations go. You always hear someone set this beat to that way or do you prefer organic and have the cat with you?
There's no better feeling. Say say we don't know each other, but there's some sort of like chemistry when you actually lock in with somebody in the studio.
Yeah.
At some point in time, if you putting your best foot and I'm putting my best foot, you go up and I go up, there's gonna be a point in time where we both recorded our verses and we sitting there just vibing. Yeah. And now we might not know each other, but we good. But you build with who you working with, your features. If the only thing that usually stops that is distance. Like say if somebody's in Florida and they reach out, they want to do a collab, then the distance, whatever. But I definitely like collabing. I collab a lot with in person.
Do you? We keep it real,
right?
All right.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you don't have? Fuck it, you gonna say it? We here. Do you feel like he's on my track? But I'm gonna make sure that I have the hottest verse, and not so much as competition, or it is competition. Do you feel like now my ideas? I'm gonna make sure when he hear my verse, I'm gonna make sure he gonna want to come harder. Pause with his verse.
Right. Now,
do y'all as artists have that feeling.
I know artists that they look like it. I know artists that look at it like that. For me, I think I trust in just what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really feel like, you know, I feel like I'm nice to the point where I'm like I have ultimate confidence. Even I don't want to get into the competition.
I'm sorry.
I more so feel like I bring my best, you bring your best.
Okay.
But I feel comfortable in whatever I canvas and put out there. It's gonna, as long as I know I can't like if I shortchange it, then I'm gonna be sitting in the studio when he starts spazzing. I'm gonna be sitting there like I know I shortchanged it, and you shouldn't feel like that. Okay. You never want to feel like that. So,
but you also want to feel like if I bring up my best, he brings up his best, which makes the track.
It's gonna make it
best.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's always. But that's the key in working. It is a thing of make sure you work. You want to work with somebody you either admire and motivated by, or you like their own talent. I might not know you, but we got to link in so that at least you know there's something that it's sort of like I trust. If I got a hot song that it's just me on it, I want to give it to somebody who I know gonna do their thing. Because I don't want to give it to somebody I'm like, I don't know what he about.
So how do you? So when you got a hot track, the reason why I asked that question because we always hear artists and they always say, if someone on the track, I'm gonna make sure that I bring out my best.
You know to step it up. You know when you talking when you rapping with spitters like come with your A game because you could. Yes. But I don't look at that as competition. You just know. You know when you in there with somebody.
You in a room full of greatness, so you gotta be great.
Right, you gotta be great.
You better be great.
If I'm listening to a track and I hear one artist, I hear another artist, I hear the competitive nation, the competitive person in me looking like I want to say, yo, who rocked it more? I'm gonna bring up like the Jay-Z and Eminem verse on
and Renegade, yes.
So people was like, I am killing them, but when you listen to it, they both was on the same level.
J. King. I think in a situation where somebody else brought their own greatness, it was like I don't think as many people thought M was gonna come as great as he did, which is why a lot of people be like, oh, M got him. They both came just as great, but it was a shocker at how M took off.
Well, I think when he used a line, he said, "I'm a Christian, hold me under the holy water." Like that was dope. But then Jay came, Ashley Knuckles. What did he say? Ashley Knuckles. I ain't go to bar. What you don't talk about?
No, right.
But when I listen to it, I'm like, people like, and I think at that point,
back to the wall.
Yes, back to the wall. Ashley Knuckles in the wall.
Yeah, morning on that stove.
And I like that because that was healthy competition.
Right.
Jay knew M was gonna come with his best. M knew Jay was gonna come with his best.
You know what's another one like that? A Monster. Kanye West.
They say Nicki showed out.
I'm not even a big fan of Nicki. I can't even lie.
She did.
She killed.
They say she showed out. She knew. You
gotta
know the moment.
You gotta know and that she was going against Jay, not against, but you in a room full of Jay-Z, Kanye West, Rick Ross. Like you.
And I'm pretty sure each and every one of them they already piloted, but they knew what time it was. Once you ask who on the track, we all know to show up.
Yeah.
And then you got some songs when you just know you have to let that greatness like God did. Where everybody, Jay-Z had this long verse, and they heard it, they probably was like, I gotta let that rock. Because it was that dope.
He killed that.
He killed it.
You know, this is just random. Have y'all ever heard J. Cole and Yachty?
No, is that a new song?
It's probably like a year or two ago. And it's like, it's a contrast style. J. Cole and Lil Yachty. Yep. But Lil Yachty actually attempts to try to rap.
I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
Not that I'm like just saying I could tell, just as me as a writer or me as an MC, I could tell Yachty is trying to rap, he's trying his best to keep up. J. Cole leaves off this earth on that.
But,
he leave off.
What's the name of the song? I'll look it up. You said
But trust.
Okay.
J. Cole leave off this earth. Ooh. But as I'm sitting there, I said, he tried. Yeah. He tried, but I feel like at least he respected J. Cole enough to try. He didn't go on there on some, he tried. He tried. And it's just funny when you have like really, really great lyricists, like how we say the monsters and stuff. And then when you have somebody who's not really come for that, but they attempted it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I could tell he tried to.
I'm gonna listen to it.
Yeah, I'm not saying like it's like the most, but
no,
I definitely.
I say that because people look at Lil Yachty and his. That's
Yeah, Secret Recipe.
Secret Recipe.
Yeah, I actually did a freestyle to that beat. It made me, just like how I said, certain things motivate you to, like, when somebody like J. Cole killed that. To me, it was, I probably was in writer's block, and that just, the beat and how he did that made me want to.
Yeah, I understand that.
It make you want to spit a hot
No, I
freestyle
understand
real quick.
that. Yeah.
I got bars, sis.
Yeah, I know you do. Heart of the City, Jay-Z got the best like punchlines in that I love that song. I listen to that song I don't know how many times.
That gets you right. That gets you right to
going.
wake, get up out the bed, like I'm ready to take. I'm ready to take on the world.
Everything with that song.
Yes.
I got all right, so I wanna, we talked about it earlier during this conversation. I don't want to say goats. Everybody goats are different. Like I have my goats, whatever. Who are your top 5 MCs, that past or present, that you like? And then figure out, like, tell me a little bit why. No particular order, unless you want to put them in your own order.
So when you say it like that, I think skill level, and that's like
lyrically.
But that gets crazy.
Yes,
that get crazy. I'm like, mind you, I really think technical wise, Black Thought is out of this world.
Yes,
Black Thought is out of this world. Me growing up, I always liked Black Thought on like his commercial, like Off the Roots commercially, but I always knew he was out of this world, different than.
Yes.
And then when he jumped on like Hot 97, lyrically, I don't feel like there's too many people. I never really thought to say him but he's just out of this world. I would say for me, I just want to throw his name out there.
Okay.
But I got on my lyricists, I say Jay, I say
no particular order.
No particular order.
Okay.
Lyricists, I got Jay, but people be styling. There's technical rap. Like I said, there's technical rap where people really mix their lyricism words. Andre 3000 is on that list. No matter what.
That's true.
Andre 3000 is on the list. Because those people blow me away.
Yeah.
They do.
You give me a
pause.
Pause, that's crazy. But yeah.
No, listen, we gotta add some jokes into that one.
But Andre 3000 is so many times where he popped out and just separated himself from
that's two.
Lil Wayne.
For real?
Lil Wayne's a lyricist.
Wayne was sick.
Okay.
Lil Wayne, he did so much in a matter of a certain time.
No, that Carter 3 with Lollipop and all that was an amazing album.
No, but that's all commercial
that's
stuff.
About to
I'm
say,
talking mixtape
you gotta
Wayne.
get mixtape
Let me separate Wayne commercial and mixtape
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne.
All right, so that's
sick.
so
He
that's
goes
3.
sick.
Jay, let's see. Damn. Everybody else is like who I just like. I feel like Fab's style on stuff in the greatest way, but he might not be as technical as the rest of them.
This your list.
Yeah, but that's why I'm like. But I got a whole my directory is just so huge. Like I would start naming battle rappers for this thing.
No, that's why that white boy nice. I don't know his name though, but he be spitting.
A Ward.
Yeah, yes.
A Ward.
No, him. It's another cut. Another white. New white cut.
Talking about Blind Fury. 106
Fury.
Him, Jens.
You remember Jens? There's a lot of
It's this white cat. He not A Ward nice. It's another white cat. He's nice. But I don't want DV.
I got 2 more, and I'm.
You got 2. I'm surprised
like my
you didn't name this
favorites.
one because you said he's one you listen to. You said Nas. I'm trying to add Nas up there.
Yeah, Nas.
You said like lyricist.
Nas. Yeah.
So that's 4. We got 1 more.
Nas. I'm gonna go Biggie.
Oh,
let's get out of here. Let's
get
out of here.
Yeah.
Let's go Biggie. I ain't gonna disrespect.
That's
but
right
you know who really I was just recently. I did a freestyle to the beat. Like certain is the greatness of it. Big L lyrically.
You know, it's because I never listened to Big L. I heard maybe 1 or 2 tracks, but me growing, I never listened to Big L.
Punchline wise, he just.
I heard I'm gonna go back and check him out. I never listened to so much of Big Al. For me, if my my go-to 5, like if you talk about lyricists, Jay, I'll listen to Nas. T.I.'s nice too.
T.I. hard.
I'm a Drake fan. I actually listen to Drake. Drake be having some bars. And number 5, probably Jada.
Jada hard.
They're like lyricists. If I'm talking about my top 5 artists that, if you say who you in the car listening to, like hip hop, To be quite honest with you, my first artist would probably be 50, because 50's a good punch. He makes good music.
Yeah.
So 50, again, Jay, Drake. I would probably, okay. I'll probably go to better. I'll probably go with T.I. again. And number 5, probably Nas.
You know what? The two people that you mentioned that do a lot with a little and master at it is 50 and Jada.
Yes.
They make the content behind it. They do haymakers and like they're not trying to. They really just. But how they do it is so they mastered.
I think 50 did hit. 50's a businessman, and not just he's a great artist. He's great at a lyricist as far as like putting. But the way he puts music together is to make money.
50,
Yes.
50
You get what I'm
wins in
saying? Like,
passion.
yeah, he is. It's just it's a different. He's not putting it out the way artists did. He
So-
did it a different way.
So
and
that's why when you say that, that's why I didn't put him in my lyricist, even though, he does have some, especially old 50, he got bars. Like that first album, he had bars. But I like it because he creates his music, whether it's for power and things like that, that lasts.
He learned marketing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
He learned
saying. He's a
marketing.
And he
businessman.
knows how- and he
He
knows
knows
how
what
to do
to
it.
do. He knows what to do to get money made. You know what I mean? What to
Yes.
put out, what the people want, especially the TV, the power industry, and all that.
I love
Like
it.
he knows what to do. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think when he first came out, he and everybody else around him, he taught everybody how to song structure.
He did.
taught
And
Banks.
they talk about that.
Yeah,
They
but
talk
that
about
is the genius of 50. Like he might not rap like Lloyd Banks, but he definitely knew how to put a song that made it digestible.
Well, this is like we
What
talked
we
about
just, I
earlier.
was just, what we talking about? Oh, go ahead.
When did On Fire? 50, that's him on the hook. He wrote that hook.
Yeah, as far as too, like we may not be the best. 50 may not be the best rapper, right? But I bet you he'll make more money than the best rapper in some situation because he knows how to think. You said we're not the best poets, right? But I bet you I know how to make some money off of when I find my niche in it. You know what I'm saying? It's how you maneuver, and that's
even
how
like,
50
just
learned how to
piggyback
maneuver.
Off of that, when him and T.I. had that whole thing, he created a whole song to put on Power that's going to
he went
rotate.
business. Like he said, "Oh, I
That's
got
what I'm
y'all."
saying.
But
He
it
know
still was
exactly
dope
what
though.
to do.
But yeah, he puts that out there.
You,
Go ahead.
I was gonna just mention a separate list, but they had both 50 DMX. They went off of
DMX.
Yeah.
DMX is in my top 5.
DMX,
I keep forgetting about
But
X.
it's the passion that
Yes.
when 50 when he first came out, give me the kid, don't show your jealousy. Well, he that was off of Pac's, but Pac, 50 and like those in DMX, they when they rap, you felt it. So that's why I feel like the passion.
You could tell you a student of the game.
I don't play about this.
I love that.
I don't play about this.
So as being a
I love
student of
it
the
about-
game, we just had a new album drop. Drake.
Yeah.
He
Three. He dropped
Three.
three.
He dropped
Three
a little while.
albums.
I ain't even
Yeah.
get to the other two yet.
Oh yeah.
No, it's too much. It was, I'm gonna get like I have intentions. I listen, but I was after the first. I listened to Iceman first, and I had to breathe. Like I was like, all right, that was a lot. That was a lot. I'm gonna double back, and we gonna double
So
back.
I love the album. I like us all three, and the reason why I'm a huge Drake fan is because he's a chameleon. He knows how to create music in other genres. He got this new song with Popcorn, not off Iceman. I think it's off it. I might be pronouncing it Habith. I don't know how to.
Yeah,
Did I say correctly?
Habit
I might have said that shit wrong.
Yeah,
But
I looked. I said HAB, and we like I knew that was
my bad, Drake, if I got it wrong. But I loved how he created that genre right there. Then he got the other one, Maid of Honor, which is like party music for women.
He check off all.
He checked, so like he did all three. Not many artists can create 3 different genres of music and put a whole album out. Most artists put out double albums, but they're the same type of genre. So he's spitting off everything.
Being versatile is the key.
Yes.
In being successful in rap. I feel like anybody could be a spitter. But there's like just say dudes around the way, they gonna be like, yo, you nice, you rap.
Yeah.
But what about the girls?
Yeah.
Or what about the people, like sometimes you gotta break your bars down, and for people who just like say the Super Bowl, this Super Bowl and somebody who's rapping, just rapping. After a while, somebody gonna be like, just the general public gonna be, what did he say? They can't really hear. So you have to be able to digest.
I think for me, listen, you make music for women as well, and I think even when you're making street music, it's still for women. Right. Like I'm listening to it. Mm-hmm. When you listen to Drake's album, what was your opinion? Like, what did you think about it?
I thought Drake made sure that he was like, I'm doubling back, but I ain't forget.
Yes,
I ain't forget. The whole 18, but it wasn't. I feel like it wasn't dwelling, or it wasn't like I'm still hurt. I'm dwelling.
Yeah,
I just feel like he made sure to check all. I ain't forget everybody. His level of rapping was very high. There was so many times during it as I'm listening, and he have a cadence, but then he throw a bar in it. I'm just like, and then another track, another bar. I was just like, he amazed me about 8 times on that, where it was just a simple bar. I was like, that's high level rapping.
He had that one bar, and he was like, I'm not a bar person, so forgive me for not. Yeah. He was saying how I'm going at the man. I'm not suing the rapper. Y'all not listening. Right. I've been saying that for a very long time. My issue with fans are who I hate to use the word haters. Everybody has like some sort of criticism. When you actually read what is going on, he was talking about the label, not here.
I just think we're not used to we're not used to the artists of hip hop suing. I don't think we're in a battle.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Especially in a battle previous where the loser didn't do that. Well, I think you learn business as you get more successful, and maybe Meek wasn't on that type of time. Drake, as he's getting more successful, he's learning how the business work. So now he's using he got more knowledge than anybody else, which is why he's going this route. We just, as consumers of hip hop, we're not used to that from our artists.
Understand that. My problem is, if me and you battling, why 20 other dudes going to finally have something to say?
Oh, that was weird.
That was corny to me.
That was weird. They waited till another top dog. They waited till another top dog came out of here, threw a punch. They like, oh.
I got something to say.
But that tells you
where he at.
That tells you where everybody at. That lets you know the peers.
Yeah.
That lets you know who's big dog, who is just, and that's just, I think it tells you the overview. Because if somebody might have, this guy over here, he might have not have tried to take out the big guy by himself, but he might jump in.
But even when to be honest, and I'm only backtracking. I know the battle was a couple years. I'm only backtracking because the new album is out, and Drake was kind of talking about it. I don't think he was really dissing anybody. He was kind of telling his point of view.
Yeah.
But for me, and I still listen to it during that time, which was like 18 months ago. Although Kendrick's "We Not Like Us" was the better song, to me, Family Matters was the best diss record because he had 3 separate songs in one, 3 separate cadences in one, and I love the fact that he was like, there was some truth. I'm not gonna say truth because I don't know, right. But he had something. It was a little more factual of things. But I like Kendrick too.
I think Family Matters and Euphoria are the 2 tracks out of that was
lyrically.
Both, yeah.
Yes.
Family Matters, I still listen to. Euphoria,
yes.
I felt like those were the 2 standout tracks that stood out in that battle.
I think so too. I like lyrically. So before we wrap up, right. I'm gonna be honest, I enjoyed this interview.
Listen, anytime y'all want to talk,
it's not even,
there's
the dope things. I've been knowing you for years. Right. We talk about how we met, and initially how we met. Son was telling me, was like, you look like you rapping, and you actually did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We was walking the halls, working at, I don't even tell where we worked at, but we was working, and that's how we connected. And then we kind of like stay rooted in that.
I think sometimes you just. I think sometimes you can look at somebody in their eyes and just see, like, hey, good meeting. You just have the respect of it, and then it's just like, Nah, like you. Sometimes you can look at somebody, you just be like, "Hey, go." But it was genuine.
It was genuine.
It was genuine. Like, yo, that like, and then we just be around each other enough, and then it's like, nah, that's my guy.
Talking, I thought that was dope. And for us, and this is probably like 10 years later, 10, 12, maybe 12. Like we still have those like a really cool camaraderie. But before we go, I want to ask you: is there Connecticut? People be sleeping on Connecticut hip hop artists.
Yes.
Artists in general. We got wonderful singers. We have amazing hip hop artists. Is there any Connecticut artists who you would like to work with, like rapping, who you haven't?
Or R&B artists.
Or R&B artists.
R&B
artists. Or the second part to that, who are some of your favorite Connecticut artists that you like listening to?
Yeah, I've came across, I think Annoyed is dope.
Annoyed?
Annoyed.
Okay.
From Bloomfield or Hartford, like that area. Lyrically, he real dope. I definitely, in the future, I would want to link up. He's doing this thing.
Okay.
There's artists that I listen to around the way. I listen to Craze White, he from Bridgeport. It's a lot of talent everywhere. I'm pretty much open to working with anybody who is like really trying, like serious about it.
That's dope.
And that's something I'm looking forward to.
Can your brother get on an album, open up with some poetry?
That would be. We should.
I got you. Listen,
we should. Look,
I got bars.
I got a lot of creative ideas for something like that.
Give me an instrumental right now. I'm spit.
I ain't gonna lie. That's important. I feel like poetry. I feel like anything in the arts, between poetry, between R&B. I would love to work with R&B singers, females, males. I feel like Be Great. Check out Be Great. There's a guy named Be Great. He's
I know him. You matter if I was talking to my homie Lefty. You know Lefty?
Lefty.
Siren.
Oh, Siren. Yeah,
I just talked to him. So I told him he was gonna be up here. So by the time he said he gonna,
me and him got something.
I'm
trying to work with.
He did something. That. He was like, I was telling him, I was like, man, my man Skinee G up here. He was like, yeah, he said. The government. He was like, he gonna be up there. I was like, yeah. He said, we doing something.
Yes.
I knew him since he was like 12.
Word.
'Cause he was one of my close friends with my little brother.
He good.
I knew him for that's my guy.
Good people's. Yeah, he got vocals.
Yeah, I know that. He was singing a little bit. Like,
powerful.
I said, when you start singing? He was like, I'm singing. I was like, no, you lying.
I got something working with him. So on a few on like the project.
Yes. So
I'm looking forward to stuff.
Listen, we gotta figure some things out. So, but with that said, I want to thank my brother Skinee G for coming.
I appreciate you having me. Thank you.
My beautiful sis, Passionate P.
Passionate P speaks when it comes to his poetry, you know what I mean?
I am your host.
But listen, give him everything. Let them know where to find you.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Find me. Instagram, Facebook. Instagram,
what's the name?
Skinee, SKIN, 2 E's. Skin double E's _ be thy name. BTHYNAME. Spotify, Skinee G, SKIN, 2 E's, G. YouTube, TikTok, everything is all under Skinee G.
And the song you just performed today, that's gonna be dropping soon.
Yes, that's unreleased. But it will be released by the time. Yeah. Craving Love.
Craving Love.
Y'all look for that. That's available on Spotify. Everything.
That's gonna be available on all streaming platforms.
There we go.
That's why I got my cigar. I be forgetting stuff.
You gotta plug yourself, man.
She gave me tequila before we started. So I be forgetting stuff.
We all had tequila.
Shot o'clock. Yeah, for real.
So with that said, I want to thank you for joining us for another episode of the Love Jones Experiment Show, the podcast. Holla at us. Till next time. Peace.
Appreciate y'all.